Hi, thanks for tuning in to Medicine Crow Tarot for this month's relationship energy check-in. This is a brand new channel, so I really appreciate all the views. This is a general reading for Sun, Moon, and Rising, so keep in mind that the energies won't be able to resonate with everyone. Most likely some of the energies will resonate and some of them won't, which is normal for a general reading. Just remember not to force the messages to fit your situation. Feel free to watch your other astrological aspects as well as your sun sign if this reading doesn't fit your situation. Cross-watchers are also invited to watch, but do keep in mind that the energies can flip either way between you and your significant other. Also, just as a heads up, tarot is a useful tool to help us work with our energies, but your best tool is always going to be your own intuition. So never let a reading take the place of what you sense from your higher self. Also bear in mind that fear and confusion are never part of the messaging from your higher self. Instead, it's always going to be calm clarity and a sense of deep knowing. So, with that in mind, let's get started with your reading. And remember that if you find it helpful, give me a like, share, or subscribe. And also feel free to leave me a comment. Hi Taurus, welcome to your November mid-month relationship reading. We're going to look at the general energies around the person of significance to you right now. You could be in separation, but most likely you're not. You're working together towards a common goal. We're going to start out by looking at your overall energy for the current month of November and going forward, and whatever current energy you're operating in. Okay. Start there. And we have the Nine of Cups. So at this moment, you are pretty content, it seems like. This is an energy of kind of like realizing, you're not realizing, but like just feeling like you have abundance, emotionally speaking. Some people call it the wish come true card. It's definitely a good vibe. So we don't know yet if it's challenged. Could be a challenged energy, too good to be true type of a thing, but we'll see as we go through the reading. Whatever it is, it's a cycle of completion. So you're at a place where you feel like you're in a good space. Let's have a look at your partner's overall energy. Could also be that you just want that. You really are looking for a wish right now. Something that's definitely potentially possible. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords. I generally don't call out signs, but associated most often with Libra energy. So the Queen of Swords doesn't mean it's a female. It could be male or female. But it's definitely I don't want to say judgy, but it can be a judgy energy. It's a sure energy. Like there's a certain level of certainty that goes along with it, but it's accompanied with a level of passion as well. It's an energy that enjoys like beauty, things like that. So it feels like your person's general space, it's not like soft and lovey-dovey, but it's I feel judgy. Judgy's the thing. Maybe it's, I don't know. Let's keep it going and we'll see where that one goes, because that one's, I don't know. Could be tricky. Let's look at your headspace real quick. See what's contributing to your overall feeling. See if it is a flowy space. Okay, well, two cards popped out. So it does look like it is cyclical. The main energy is the World card, So the World card is the completion of a cycle, but it's usually the successful completion of the cycle. And combined with the energy of the Nine of Cups, which is also a completion energy, it's not the next manifestation of the completion. It's just the actual end. The 9 is the end, and then the 10 is like the results of that kind of thing. So yeah, you have two ending cycle phases here, but you also have the Trader card, which is also the Hanged Man card in most tarot decks. That one's a more, like a lesser energy in this case. So I feel like it's possible, let me think. Let me see if I can get a little, I'm going to do a quick clarification. First on your headspace. Okay. You got the High Priestess. So kind of a subconscious, intuitive, spiritual type of aspect, feminine energy. I wonder if it does have to do with the harshness. Let's do a real quick closer clarifier on your partner's Queen of Swords energy. Okay. So it definitely might, it's kind of Libra-ish energy because you got the Justice card, which is the major arcana of Libra. I feel like what your partner is saying here is that they have an expectation of the relationship. And it could be that your space is very content and their space is very expectant. And so it's not bad, it's just, so the judginess isn't like judgy, it's like they're expecting more of something and maybe looking at your contentedness as maybe lack of motivation or not inspiring enough for them. Let's look at their headspace here. Okay, we have the Seven of Wands. So this is just a little bit combative and a little bit of a bully energy in this deck in particular. So yeah, I feel like that's like they're thinking, yeah, I feel like they are expectant here. It's like they want the relationship or an aspect of it, maybe what you're contributing to it, to look differently. And I don't know if it's just because they're bored or somebody else is putting expectation on them. This is a general reading, so it could be all of those things for different people. But it's definitely something that, yeah, it's causing them some concern. And it may not be founded or it may be founded. Sometimes when you're in the Nine of Cups energy, you get a little bit up in your head and kind of daydreamy. So it's possible some of that's going, but I feel like it's really just you're taking the time to enjoy the moment right now, and they're not on that page, so it's hard for them to understand that. But let's look at your heart space. Okay. And the heart space for you is the Seven of Swords. So a lot of times that's like an energy of being sneaky or something like that, or dishonest, but I feel like in this space, it's not dishonesty. It might be that you're not totally forthcoming with how contented you feel or why you feel the way you feel, and that act alone is like the thing that's triggering this reaction with them. It's also doing things kind of like your own way. So in your heart, I feel like you're sensing their discontent in the moment and you're wanting to escape that. Like you want a way out, but you're not really like communicating about it. There's not a lot of communication going on about this, and it might be that you're just not able to say it. Like you might have tried and it didn't come out right, or they didn't understand. Yeah. Let's look at their heart space real quick. Okay. They have the King of Wands here, and in this particular card, he looks super impatient. So I feel like that's their heart space. This impatient energy, it's like maybe they just really have something that they want to do or accomplish, and they're expecting you to do it with them, and you're just like, Taurus energy doesn't want to really go change that much. And maybe this represents a change that you are resisting. I mean, that could easily be what this energy is too, is that you're at a point where it is time to do some changing, but you're just being this hangman here. You're just like, you don't want to right now. That could be possible. So I feel like yeah, it's just this energy of not quite meeting in the middle on this space. And it's possible you've been in this space too long. Let's look at the general energy of the relationship, where it is overall in this moment. Okay, so the general energy is also Seven of Swords. So Seven of Swords has to do with, you know, kind of doing your own thing in your own way without disclosing it. It's like strategic energy. I feel like what it's saying is this. I feel like it's saying they want to do a thing and you're okay with that, but you're really happy without doing the thing. And so they're kind of frustrated by that and they want you to really do it. And so part of you is just like, okay, I'll do it, but I'm only going to do it in like baby steps. Like I want to do this my way, kind of like if this was your idea, which it could be, it's not, but this is something that you could have thought of too. It's just that because you didn't think of it, it's harder for you to be on board about it. It's not the idea itself, it's just that the fact that you didn't think of it and you're not ready to go there, and so you're wanting to do it slower. You're like, let's not rush into anything. Let's not go crazy here. Let's take our time and, you know, do it piece by piece. Let's take steps to get there. Let's not go too you know, let's not mess up a good thing. It's kind of what it feels like. And your partner's like, not about that. It's like, you mess up a good thing. Like, you can only make the good thing better. Let's make the good thing a better thing. I mean, it's something like that going on here. Okay, so let's see if there's any insight that will help you. Could be a word of advice. It could just be something that you might be missing. Okay. We have the card called the Angel of Space Clearing. It is time to clear old negative thoughts and feelings. Okay, so what this kind of suggests to me is that whatever this movement represents, this idea that your partner has, it represents something that's triggering you. And it's not necessarily because the idea is bad or because the movement is bad. It's because it's connected to something that you haven't released yet. It may be connected to your partner, or it may not be. It may be something from your personal space, historically, something you brought from another relationship, or something you brought from childhood, or all three, which is likely. Could all be connected through the whole system. But whatever it is, it's suggesting that you're actually done with it. This is no longer an energy you need to be happy or to live your life or to feel like yourself. You have finished with it. And that's kind of what this World card, I think, is. You're hanging on to it. That's why the Hanged Man is here. But it's time to move on, right? It's time to move past the thing that you've been stuck to. This thing that's been a little bit of a mystery, the High Priestess, but that actually I feel like you could intuitively get how to let go of it. It's like you just didn't know. Does that make sense? Like you know, but you didn't know that you knew. And so this reading is here to help you know, hey, whatever that thing is that you're still holding on to, you can release it and it will allow you to flow forward with your partner the way they want to and in a way that will actually be comfortable for you. Because right now it's discomfort. You're like, I don't want to because I'm happy where I am, but it's only happiness because you're used to it, technically. I mean, it's happy, but it's like you don't want to stay stuck in one space. Once you accomplish that energy, it is time to move on. And so this reading's to help you know it's time to move on. You can do it. It'll work out well for you. You'll be happier for sure. And, be brave and do it. So, all right, Taurus. Well, thanks for joining Medicine Crow Tarot for your November mid-month relationship reading. Hopefully it's been helpful for you. If you feel so, leave me a comment and a like. You can subscribe and share this video if you like as well. Other than that, I just hope to see you next time on Medicine Crow Tarot.